I'm going to quickly show you how you can use Padlet for interactive classroom discussions. First, from the Padlet.com homepage, you're going to click on Build a Wall. And that will lead you to a generic basic wall. So you can either start posting from here or you can modify your wall a little bit to get it set up. To modify, you're just going to click here on the gear. I'm going to give this one a title. We're going to pretend we're using this for a language arts class. So we're going to say character development. You can enter a description if you'd like. I always like to give it a wallpaper just to make it a little more customizable, make it a little more unique, a little more graphic. So we'll just pick a random one. We'll pick city. And then I also like to go to the layout. Depending on the purposes of my wall, I often would want it to be in a stream. And what that means is that as people post, the posts are placed one below the other. That makes it easier to follow a discussion, keep up with who's posted what. For other activities, it'd be perfectly fine to do freeform, and that way posts can be posted anywhere and they can be resized as you'd like. Okay, so from there, we'll go ahead and close the settings. And then to make a post, all you do is double click anywhere on the wall. So we'll do ours up at the top. I always ask my students at the top to make sure they put their name so we know who the message is coming from, and I would write, I'm just going to write a sample question that I would ask my students to respond to. Something like, what would you do if you were the main character? So really you can use this for any kind of discussion or sharing of ideas or brainstorming or anything like that. And then from here I could also post a link to another image, a video, a map, anything like that. I could upload a document to post on here. I could also take a photo from my webcam. So there's lots of different options. And then I'll just push enter. Okay. So then as my students come to this site, they can access it from a tablet, from a phone, from a computer. All they'll need to do is double click, and then they'll be able to post their name here and their response. And then as they're finishing, they are streamed one on top of another so we can see who said what. When we're finished building our initial wall, so to get it to the students, in other words, we're going to click Share, Export. And you can see from here there's lots of different things you can do with it. You can share it on all these different social media sites if you have your students access that. You can export it as a file. You can email it. You can embed it into your own blog or website. I do that a lot. And then they even have a WordPress link that you could do, a WordPress shortcut plugin. And then we also have a QR code which you could use, and that that's another layer of interactivity that we could add to this activity. So really, Padlet's a great tool for getting students to share information, asynchronously, synchronously. It's just a great place for, I like to think of it as a blank piece of paper on the internet that we can all look at the same time if we need to. So I hope that was helpful for you.